morning, everyone. I'm going to let Facebook do its thing, but I want to talk to you today about 4 things that are keeping you broke and living paycheck to paycheck. 4 things. There are 4 things that are causing people to live in poverty, and it's not because you don't make enough money, it's because you haven't found out a way to overcome the 4 things I'm getting ready to name. So there's 4 things that are keeping people broke. 4 things. So I'm going to give Facebook about another 10 seconds, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. 4 things. I just want to name 4 things real quick that is causing you to stay paycheck to paycheck and continue to live broke. If you overcome these 4 things, then I'm telling you, your financial situation will turn completely around. So grab yourself a piece of paper and a pen. You know, I always say, note takers are money makers. As you can see on my shirt, I say I'm allergic to broke. So I don't want no one that's on my Facebook page or any of my social media pages to be broke, because I'm allergic to it. And I want to make sure I get everyone straight. So give it about another 5 seconds, and I'm going to go ahead and dive right into it. Very, 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 very short. Just 4 things that are keeping people living in poverty. Welcome. I'm starting to see people chime in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's going on, Bill? How you doing? I see you, Monica. Welcome. Mr. Ray, how you doing? Let's go ahead and dive right into this. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Keith Tucker. I'm an executive vice president in Infinity with a phenomenal company called myEcon that has literally changed my whole financial situation around. You know, the 4 things I'm getting ready to name, I was struggling with them myself, and I found a solution to overcome it. But I want to tell you these 4 things because I want to give you a good example. I want you to think about a boat. No matter how big a boat is on the ocean, if the boat has holes in it, sooner or later the boat is going to sink. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the same goes for your income. If your income has holes in it, sooner or later your income is going to sink, which will cause you to live paycheck to paycheck or even go broke. So I'm going to name 4 things really quick that you need to fix, or 4 holes that's in your income that you need to plug if you really want to build financial freedom. So the first hole that's in your income is called inflation. Inflation. If you're taking notes, write down the word inflation. Inflation is what we call the silent killer, because inflation hurts you, but most people don't see it hurting them because inflation creeps up on you. Let me give you an example of inflation. If you were making $7 an hour in 1990 and you're making $14 an hour today, the truth of the matter is you still make $7 an hour. Because even though your paycheck went up, so did the cost of daycare, so did the cost of food, so did the cost of housing. So your paycheck went up an inch when inflation went up a foot. You got to do something about inflation or you'll never get ahead financially. The second thing that's causing people to be broke is taxes. If you look at your paycheck right now, I guarantee you, you're going to see federal, state, FICA, and Social Security. They took 1/3 of your hard-earned income right off the top before you even got a chance to spend any of your hard-earned income. Get this, taxes robbed you and they didn't even use a gun to do it. Most people willingly pay their taxes like that because they don't know how to fill out a form called the W-4. So that's the second challenge that's stopping you from being financially successful, and you got to do something about it. I'm not here to tell you don't pay your taxes. I'm not here to tell you don't to evade your taxes. I'm here to tell you that there's some legal ways that you can legally minimize your taxes. Did you hear that word I just said? Minimize your taxes. See, the wealthy people are doing it all the time. They're paying less taxes than everybody, and most people get upset. But what you need to do is stop getting upset and start figuring out what is the wealthy doing that I'm not doing. See, the wealthy understands that the tax laws favor the business owner. So most of the wealthy, if not all of them, all have businesses because they get tax deductions that a regular employee doesn't have access to. That's the second thing we got to overcome. The third thing is debt. Debt. If you're taking notes, write down the word debt. Debt is another thing that is causing people to struggle financially. You know, I call debt the prison guard because debt keeps you chained to a job longer than you want to. I guarantee that most of you, if you had a choice, if you had an option, you would rather roll over in bed every morning instead of roll out of bed. But you got to roll out of bed because you got a mortgage to pay, you got a car note to pay, you got student loans to pay. So debt keeps you chained to that job longer than you want to. Now let me tell you something else about debt. Debt is a result of taxes. Let me give you an example. Let's just say you are making $50,000 a year on your job. I guarantee you when you went to the mortgage company, you told them you made $50,000. When you went to the car dealership to buy that new car, you told the car dealership you make $50,000. But you know what the problem is? You never brought home $50,000 because you lost a third of your income right off the top to taxes. So in actuality, you really brought home $35,000. But here's the dilemma. You got financed at $50,000, so you end up in debt because you're buying things that you technically really can't afford. I hope you're taking notes, ladies and gentlemen, because these things are the reason why people are struggling day in and day out. Now let me deal with the last and final thing that's keeping you living in poverty and living paycheck to paycheck. That last thing is called big business. Big business. Let me tell you something about big business. Big business is very, very smart. Big business knows what time to play the commercials on TV and the radio. They know what colors to use. They know how to use celebrities to get you to feel like you got to go out and be just like another celebrity. But most importantly, big business knows that every single month there's a holiday, and big business knows that you are going to participate in it. Let me prove it to you. In January, we got New Year's sales. February, we got Valentine's Day sales. March, we got spring break sales. April, we got Easter sales. May, we got Memorial and Mother Day sales. June, we got Father Day sales. July, we got 4th of July sales. August, we got back to school sales. September, we got Labor Day sales. October, we got Halloween sales. November, we got crazy sales. Let me tell you, first of all, they now call Thanksgiving Brown Thursday. Brown Thursday. They now have you eating your food super fast, getting indigestion on Thanksgiving to have you shopping on Thanksgiving away from your family. Then the next day, they get you a Black Friday. Then the next day, they get you a Small Business Saturday. And then they get you again with Cyber Monday. All that in November, including Veterans Day sales. And then they get you in December with Christmas sales. Now, if you notice, I named the holidays of each single month. But what about birthdays? What about anniversaries? You know, big business is very, very smart. And big business knows that every single month you're going to participate in capitalism. See, big business knows that on Valentine's Day, you will not walk in your house without a gift for your husband or your wife. Big business knows that on Christmas, you will not walk in that house without gifts for your children because you know your children will turn that whole Christmas tree right over. Big business is smart. And see, these 4 things I just named, inflation, taxes, debt, and big business are the 4 reasons why many people are struggling paycheck to paycheck. See, I gave you an example earlier. No matter how big your boat is on the ocean, if the boat has holes in it, sooner or later that boat is going to sink. Those 4 things I just named are holes in your income. And if you don't plug those holes, sooner than later, your income is going to sink. Ladies and gentlemen, in myEcon, we have the solution. I'm not here to get the solution. I just wanted to give you the 4 challenges today. But I will be coming back with another video and tell you what the solution is that myEcon has to offer that can literally help you plug those holes without selling, without recruiting. We can show you how to strategize your way to wealth instead of selling your way to wealth. Now, if you are a person that loves to sell and want to build an organization to earn leverage and residual income, we have that option too, but it's not mandatory. You can have success in myEcon without selling and recruiting. Let me say that again. You can have financial success in myEcon without selling and recruiting. So, ladies and gentlemen, I really want you to take a great thought of everything I just said to you today. And you got to understand that you got to plug those holes sooner or later, or you will live paycheck to paycheck to paycheck to broke check. See, the ultimate goal should be building generational wealth for your children and your children's children. But you know what the problem is? A lot of people are building generational debt instead of generational wealth. The curse can be stopped by you. So, get back to the person who invited you to this video and say, hey, look, I heard that you have a membership that can teach me about financial freedom and get me out of debt. They will take you to their website, show you around, show you the strategies, show you the software, show you the system, and I guarantee you, your finances will never be the same. Quick testimony. Before myEcon, I was struggling financially. I was living paycheck to paycheck, and I had over $100,000 worth of debt that was costing me $2,400 a month to service it. I got involved with myEcon by accident because I was on a football field watching my son play football, and I happened to hear a gentleman that was talking about debt elimination, and he taught me the strategies that I've now recently applied to my finances. And let me tell you, within 1 year, I was able to eliminate over $100,000 of debt in 1 year. I want you to hear that. I eliminated $100,000 of debt in 1 year. Number two, my credit score before myEcon was a 520. I've got my credit score up to an 804 with myEcon. And number three, I've been able to cash flow 6 figures part-time using the strategies that myEcon has to offer. So even if you're in another business, you can still get involved with myEcon and just use the strategy. You don't even have to work the business side of myEcon. Just use the strategies so that you can be able to know what to do with the money that you're already making in your current business. See, a lot of people are making some great money, but they're losing it as fast as they're getting it because they don't know what to do with it. Let me tell you, you can be a millionaire and still struggle. There are a lot of celebrities, basketball players, football players that make millions of dollars. Then you turn on the TV and then you hear that they went bankrupt. It's because they don't know the strategies on how to keep that money. In myEcon, we teach you how to make money, but also teach you how to keep it and teach you how to get that money to make you some more money. So I'm here. Get back to the person who invited you. Say, hey, I'm ready to get signed up. I'm ready to get started so that I can start using these strategies towards my finances to turn my whole financial situation around. Ladies and gentlemen, again, my name is Keith Tucker, Executive Vice President, Infinity with myEcon. And like my shirt says, I'm allergic to broke. So I got to help you not get you broke no more. So I'm allergic to it. I don't want to be around it. So I want to teach you how to become debt free. I look forward to seeing you at one of our local meetings. I look forward to seeing you all at the top. But most importantly, I look forward to seeing you all at the investment firm. God bless you and have a wonderful night.